G'day guys, Sam here from Trade to Prosper. Today I'm going to talk about Arbitrum and uh, and devise a plan and give you some details as to where you can find the information and also what the timelines are in terms of the airdrop and the execution on selling or accumulating. So let's just go step by step and hopefully I can answer most questions. I'm not going to talk about Arbitrum as a product. That there's plenty of videos out there for that. What I'm going to do is talk about Arbitrum, where I suppose break it down to the basics. Where can we get the airdrop? What makes you qualify for the airdrop? And if you don't qualify, what prices do you expect? What we're going to look for in terms of price action, and hopefully we get the bottom. And if it doesn't work the plan, what's the next? What's the second plan, and what's the third plan? So there's a number of stages with the airdrop, and especially if you want to buy it, we'll talk through that bit by bit. And there are assumptions placed on this discussion, so can't hold me to it. And let's just begin and walk through it bit by bit, and hopefully make sense to you. So the official site, arbitrum.foundation, um, here it says 3 days. It's not quite right. This GUI, when you click on the link, it actually tells you the proper time frame. And when you click on it, so we've got 2 days and 23 hours. Okay, so that is the exact time. I think it's about Thursday. It's coming out on Thursday. Yep. So this week, if you want to find if you're eligible, just click on that. And what you do is you connect your wallet. I've already done it, your MetaMask wallet. And so I qualify 625 airdrop on the day. At the exact time, that will be available in my MetaMask. Now the question is, what do I do with the MetaMask airdrop? And so we'll talk about that. So assume I get 625 on one particular wallet of Arbitrum, and my goal is: do I sell it, do I hold it, or do I accumulate more? So those are the three things that we're going to look at. Arbitrum I'm assuming Arbitrum can be bought on GMX. GMX is a decentralized exchange. The GMX is actually built on Arbitrum network and probably the software with it. So that it's very integrated with Arbitrum. So one would assume that the airdrops will be facilitated into GMX network. And to get access to the GMX network, it's gmx.io, and you can trade through that with your MetaMask. Your MetaMask wallet. I'm not going into detail. You should know what that is. So here we go. Your eligibility is if you traded on Arbitrum network with your MetaMask prior to February, I think the 3rd, and that's when the snapshot is done. In other words, it looks at all the activities up to that snapshot, and if your wallet has activities that comply with its criteria to be eligible, you will get an airdrop based on their formula and so on. So my one is 625. Moving along, if you were to go to the GMX network, this is GMX network. You can trade long or short or swap with your MetaMask content. So if the airdrop comes into my MetaMask wallet, I should be able to pick my Arbitrum token, and in this case I'll just use Ethereum for the time being, which is not there. Then I can swap it for USDT or Tether or whatever coin that I want, and then just play it. So that's spot trading, and the others are short and long. I'm not going into those details. But what's going to be good is that we're going to get a chart, and that chart will give us some means of looking at the price action. So that's one area you can trade for Arbitrum airdrop, and also you can buy as well. So if that was Arbitrum, so we pick out Tether as Arbitrum, then sorry, we got Tether and we want to buy Arbitrum. If the token's there, you click on it and you buy it. You swap it. So, say link is my Arbitrum. I can swap it. Yep. And here we go. There's already a price there. So we should see a chart of some sort, and then we can play with that chart in terms of finding an entry. We'll go into those expectations, but that's how we trade it from a GMX network. We've got gains network in my, oh, it just dropped. Oh, bugger. Missed that short in position. So there we go. If Gains network might have Arbitrum, you need to do your homework to see if that's the case. And similarly, you can trade gains as well. Just being okay, you might have a bit of time. Kyber is another one. So if you've got Kyber, you probably compete. So Kyber has already got Arbitrum entries in there. I'm not sure which one's which. This one says Arbitrum, there's nothing there, and there's Arbitrum IO. So these two, you can probably, with the Kyber swap, you probably can sell or buy Arbitrum as well. And from what I understand, it goes and does a calculation. I don't know what the slippage is like. This is going to be more risky, but in the case, you can do from Kyber. Hopefully, it's on Binance or Coinbase or the main exchanges as well, but we don't know what the time delays are in terms of those coins being available. I'll be looking at one day before to look at those centralized exchanges to see what their comment is on Arbitrum being listed. There you go. Here we already have Arbitrum IO on Hotpix and a few others. They are already trading, but these are the IOs. So they're gambling with the futures. Here's an article. So pretty much Arbitrum futures are being hosted and traded on a few exchanges. They're known as IOUs. And that's pretty much guessing what it will be. This might be a formula that is similar. So this went up to $14 on Hotbit. So Arbitrum went to, where is it? Here we go. It went up to close to $14, $13.60. Yeah. So you can see the price action here, where it started from 50 cents, I think, and it went skyrocketing to $10, went sideways, and then went another move. This is likely to go more higher. But this is not the real token. This is just the IOU. I'm not sure how that works, so you need to look it up yourself. But I do expect this kind of price action where you just, when its airdrops is released on the exchanges, you'll see this price action being sold, demand, and some people will just make their money, just go in and out. I'm planning to hold. What I'm planning to do, I'll tell you soon. But that's pretty much it. I expect a spike, go sideways, and then push up again. That's my expectations with the token. And it's done it here as well, but in a different way. And here's an article that you can look at and find out some details about the IOU. Cover the GMX. Now, what we have is Optimism is a comparison. Let's have a look at this. Optimism has a total supply of that 4.3 billion, if you want to say it, and the circulating is 300 million. And the current price is $2, whatever it is. It came down to, if we look at this, in a bear market, it came all the way down to 52 cents or so. But it was somewhere around $2 before. I think, let's look at Optimism. So when it came at when Bitcoin was dumping. So it actually, from 52, no, that's percentage. It's a regular. So from $2, it dropped. But the thing is, we might start with $2 and go up if Bitcoin is still moving up. So need to be careful of that. Really depends on what Bitcoin's doing at the time. If it's in the motion of going up on Thursday, the 23rd. If Bitcoin is moving bullish, Arbitrum is likely to continue going up as well. So $2 might where it might start, and you know what, $4, $10, $20, even $50 to $80 is possible, and I'll tell you why. So we'll go to that as well. If you look at Glimmer or Moonbeam, it's an example that I just picked. From there, which was about 25 cents, it went up to $50 or 48 something dollars, right? Nearly $50. So that's 19,000%. And then it came back down. So this is Moonbeam. So what will Arbitrum do? Understand? So yeah, $2. Anyway, we'll get to the numbers, but it's very possible that it can really spike because this is the biggest one in a few years. Because we're a bear market and nothing has been popular as this, especially in the media as well. BNB, if you look at that, when it first came out, you can see this is a 2-hour chart. It spiked and it went in a different formation, just accumulation, and then went up and 192%. And then if you look at other coins, and we can do that, let's have a look at a few more. DYDX, where is it? Okay. Let's go to the daily. Oh, I missed it. Here we go. DYDX could be in the same category. It spiked 400%. So from $2, it went to $16. That's very possible for Arbitrum. So I'm expecting that. Now, if you look at these charts, depending on, like, if you look at that on the daily, there's not much of a wick. So it's still bullish. So if we do that, okay, you can see the 0.5 fib level. So it pulls back to the 0.5 and then goes back up and then the bullish structure. So 0.5 Fibonacci is probably Arbitrum where it might drop back down to, depending on what the top is, right? This is the approach what we have to do. We have to look at the reversal on a small time frame, overbought conditions on a small time frame, and then we put our Fibonacci to the bottom and look at the Fibonacci, so from swing high to swing low, and then look for the 618 or the 0.5 to start averaging in, because it's likely to go up if Bitcoin is going up, and this is Bitcoin on the top. So it went down a bit, but still then it went up, and so you can see how DYDX continued. You look at other coins like Matic, and if it does it, Matic came down, actually came in just before the bull market kicked off, so that's the bear market, the bottom drop. So it spiked 300% and then came back down. And this one pulled back much deeper. I think it was like the 786 or the 886. Let's see, 886. Even more. Okay. So that is possible as well. So I don't think this is going to be the case, but you never know. It's the formations. You've got to look at, see that wick on the daily? That's a lot. So that's bearish, big sell off, and therefore you expect that 80% to 70%, 80% pullback. Maybe. I don't think that's going to happen, but anyway, just keep that in mind. We have to react to what we see. The wicks are going to make the difference. If you look at Solana, there's nothing there that we can work with. Stargate spiked. It went up from there to the top, 100%. AVAX. So you can see AVAX, it came in the bull market stage. And so if we continue to go up with Bitcoin, that is 700%. So what I'm expecting from close to 250% to 700% is is a number that I'm comfortable with and selling. So it's got to be based on what you see rather than expectations. But if you see something like that on a small time frame, Bitcoin's going up, I would not sell. If Bitcoins continue to go up, I would not sell. Depends what Bitcoin does on the day. And if it does pull back, Bitcoin, likes of Arbitrum will as well. And if you see how I apply that, look how it comes down to the fib levels, finds support on the 618 or the 68, and then we get this. Then we go to our trading strategies. And there's a breakout trade there. So that's a bit of accumulation, coming down, and beautiful. So we had the R1, 2, 3 move. Yeah, so let's do this. And this is what I'm expecting with Arbitrum. We have a 1, 2, and a 3. Now, where that 3 is going to end, that's going to be the hard part to work out. Really depends on what we see here. This is a nice one. If it turns out like this, we can easily make an assumption that that's the 618 level where we found the resistance, and you can see how. Let's just do this. You can do 1.618. See how it hit that? So we make some assumptions. Oh, what happened there? Okay. So we put our 618 there as a golden ratio with resistance if it comes down, and then we'll look for formation breakouts or pull back down either way. If it's bullish, we'll see how that works. You can see the 1.2, 1.414 as resistance, and then a wave 5 up, and then the correction. So we need an Elliott wave approach, and if we do this, we find our target 1.618. There you go, perfect, and pulls back, and we'll take it from there. Okay, well, look at that. That was our bull market. How much did this go? AVAX from the bottom to the top, like 6,000%. There you go. So that's what I'm expecting, or the approach. Now, Optimism has 4.3 billion. And if you look at the transactions, it hit 800,000, and now it's currently at 235. Arbitrum is over a million, and it's still over a million. So it's going to give better results than Optimism, and Optimism is at $2 at the moment. You have $2.62. So we're going to have a good chance of doing well. Here we have Arbitrum IO, like I said. It's currently at $11.14, depending on the exchange. Let's do a refresh. Yep, $11.14. So maybe. So that looks like a bit of a bearish divergence, pulling back. Let's do the candlesticks. Okay, it doesn't give us much. What time frame? That's not going to help us, is it? That's sort of above the 24 hours. So $10 comes down and then spikes up. So I do expect $2 to $4 as the area of the bottom. If it goes to $80 and then who knows what, $50, then it's likely to stay higher, like maybe $10, round numbers. So $2, $4, $10, $20, $50, and $80. That's my range that I'm looking for to either buy or sell. And really, like if you look at the likes of Glimmer or Moonbeam, if it performs like that, then how we go? Let's look at the daily. And that's Binance. Okay. So these are the things that we would consider. And what else we got to do? So that get rid of that. Actually, let me just bring this up. Give me a sec. Some facts. Some facts here. Actually, I'll give you that as another thing. This guy in Crypto Banter, he goes into Arbitrum. I would recommend you look at that. He talks about some stuff and more detail, similar references. So I'll pick that from him. Optimism. Um, you can look at Matic. So Matic's a good one because they're all in the same category. Matic is very good to align it with the numbers as well. And so some people have worked out this worth $1.74 based on their criteria and their mathematics. I just think that the FOMO will go. That might drop after it drops, pulls back. That might be the case. But look at this. I'm not sure what that means. But Arbitrum is going to be a whole lot bigger than Optimism. It's got about 4 times, I think. Actually, give us a sec. We'll look at that. So here's the details. 2.5 times more active addresses, transactions 2.5 times, and contracts 4 times more. So it's much more busy than Optimism. So we expect it to be more value, but it's also got double the tokens. So it might be just equating to Optimism's price at the end of the day. But I think the FOMO and the promotion, it's much more popular. So I think it will go much more higher and people will just hodl, considering it's a bull market. Optimism came out at a different time. So it came in a bear market. And so that's going to be very different to the likes of Arbitrum. So anyway, that's what we got there. These are my expectations. It doesn't mean it's going to be right. And like Miles said, Thursday 23rd, airdrop, and it's going to be known as ARB. There's a few fake ones out there, so be careful. Look at the contract number when you trade with CoinGecko or the official website. You might be able to find it. Let's just go back. The contract number should be here, the token. Let's go back again. Does it have the contract number? Does it? Not here. Need to look it up, guys. And what else to look out? That's pretty much it. This is another giving us the details. That's actually there. Oh, there's a contract. Arbitrum core token. There's a token number there. And that's the core. There you go. That's the total numbers that I expect. Anyway, you can check it out just to make sure. But that is my approach, guys. Hopefully that gives you some direction. I know I'm sort of all over the place. GMX, you can look at Kyber Swap or you can look at G-Trade. Don't forget GMX is an Arbitrum network. And how do you do it? You go to GMX, click on your MetaMask, look for the Arbitrum network there, and you can trade it. Yep, connect, and so on. So that's the MetaMask method. Here's GMX details. There's something recently coming out. Where is it? Where Arbitrum and GMX are going to have a live session. Here, reminder set at 4 o'clock. Not far. So we just click on that. Set a reminder. Done. And that's about it. Now, hopefully, if we get notification from the centralized exchanges, then it makes life a bit easier to acquire the tokens, guys. But you still want to look at the chart. If you're not sure, if I get around to not being too busy, I might be able to do a live session. Otherwise, come on our Telegram channel or Discord, and we'll keep pushing some updates there. But we'll be busy at the same time as well, so can't promise you anything. I'm going to leave it at that. Hopefully, it gives you some ideas on what to do and where to look at. Good luck with that. It is going to be one of the biggest ones out there, so I would recommend. I'm not going to recommend anything. I am going to acquire Arbitrum for the long term for the next few years because if the bull run does come, you don't know what fold it's going to go. Arbitrum is very popular. It is a layer 2 for complementing Ethereum. Anything around Ethereum is going to be big. And we've got the likes of Matic, Optimism, and an Arbitrum Foundation is huge. So if we go to, let's see, Arbitrum, my eyes aren't the best. Small screen. Let's see, where are we? Actually, easy to do this. Go to uh, my website. It's free links there. I don't remember them all, and I'm going to look for Arbitrum. Where is it? Where is it? Arbitrum portal. There we go. Any of these portals could probably house the coin as well. So have a look at the Arbitrum One portal, and there are bridges, centralized exchanges. There we go. Or any of those could give you potentially Arbitrum coins and the swapping. So you can see how many places you potentially can swap Arbitrum coins for Tether and so on. So that's another link that you should look at. And I'm going to wrap it up on that, guys. Hopefully you do well. It'll be interesting to see how things go on the day. It's going to be exciting. Talk to you soon. Cheers.